Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road. Are you ready to go? On Live Music Nation, I'm your host, Jake Gill. Today, we are with Deena Ward from the Farmington Regional Chamber of Commerce. They host Country Days in June. Is that right?
Yes, it's the first weekend in June.
Fantastic. Deena, give us a little background on you. Where'd you grow up and how did you get involved with the chamber?
Well, I'm originally from Missouri. My whole life I've been here. I lived in Fredericktown, born and raised in Madison County. And back at the end of January, the Farmington Regional Chamber had a position to come open for an event coordinator, which I have a lot of experience in, and volunteer service with the Boy Scouts of America.
Oh, fantastic. What a transition. How did you get involved with the Boy Scouts?
My children, of course. I have 3 sons and a daughter, and they are outdoors and adventurous, and they enjoyed being outside with the scouting and learned all kinds of things.
When did you discover your passion for event planning?
Um, well, it kind of started with basically church service, like vacation Bible schools and any kind of like ladies' supper or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of flourished into bigger things. Some of it came from like my kids. Both of my older boys are Eagle Scouts, and they needed to earn a specific merit badge. And so I would kind of do Merit Badge University is what it was called. So you'd get a bunch of people together, so
Yeah.
a lot of kids could come and earn those merit badges together, and it made it more fun.
That's awesome. I just always love that well, I mean, it is your passion and you found a way, like it just kind of happened for you. You found a way to make your passion into an occupation. That's really what life is all about, I really think. So that's just a
Oh,
little side note as we go through there. Tell us about Country Days and where did it start? How did it start? And what does it look like now?
okay. Well, Country Day started as a way to help promote the industrial park for Farmington. They were wanting to grow. We're known as the city of tradition and progress. So, in hanging on to those traditional ideas, but growing at the same time, they opened up Long Park to let vendors come in and set up and kind of showcase and sell their wares. And they charged those vendors a nominal fee. And so it kind of rolled into what can we add to it? That was a lot of fun. So they added a carnival, they added a parade, and now we do live music.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Tell us, so what types of music have you had in the past?
So it's usually always country with it being Country Days. So it uh it's kind of featured some larger bands. We had Jerry Reed, we had the Bellamy Brothers,
Oh,
Dolly
wow.
Parton. Everybody remembers Dolly Parton. It
Sure.
was the biggest days ever.
That,
And Railroad.
oh, very cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's have a little fun here. Now that you've given us some background on Country Days, as an individual, what's your favorite all time music performance that you've ever seen?
Oh, in general, like all together, all the way
Yes,
around.
whole life,
I've ever
not even at your own festival, but just in your whole
okay,
life.
my whole life, it would be Diamond Rio in Alabama.
Oh, very good. So definitely a country act. Okay. All right. So you're a country music fan as well, just personally.
Well, I like all genres of music, but yeah, Alabama is by far one of my favorites.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Fantastic. All right. One more fun question. Dead or alive, if you could bring anybody to your event, who would you bring?
Anybody, I
Anybody.
would want if I had the perfect lineup for my main stage at Country Days on Saturday night, I would want to start with Minnie Pearl telling
Oh,
some
wow.
stories and 2 songs, and then do Patsy Cline and Loretta Lynn.
You really, really, really love your tradition, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, it fits with what you've told us about the heritage there in Farmington. Very cool.
Yep.
How many days of music do you have and what's and how many acts per day?
We usually average about 4 acts a day. I try to cram it as full as I can and kind of offer different things. We have 2 stages that we go with. So
Okay.
in Long We have our gazebo, which is fairly large footprint there.
Mhm.
So I try to keep acoustic decks down there. And this
Sure.
year I had like jazz band. I had Sweetwater Holler. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Mm-mm.
They're a really good country band. I really enjoy them. Then on Sunday, we do that Friday night, all day Saturday, and then on Sunday
Oh,
down at Long.
fantastic.
So Sunday will end with we get one of the worship teams from one of the
Uh-huh.
local churches come in, and that turned out to be great this year. We had a huge crowd for that. And then at our main stage, that runs Friday night and Saturday.
Okay.
Friday evening, I kind of open up the festival with kind of a rock type group. So
Uh-huh.
this year we had they're a group that's familiar to our area, and they've been
Mhm.
around for 25 years,
Uh-huh.
and they a lot of rock music, big catalog. On Saturday morning, we did Ear Candy, which is another one of those kind of like wide variety. We
Right,
like
right.
them. Then we had Route 67, which is a local group that
Uh-huh.
always plays for us. Then we had Mountain Mischief, which we
Uh-huh.
really enjoyed here, and the Jonathan Brady Band.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Tell us about next year's festival. Do you have the date set for that yet?
Yes, so it will be that first weekend in June,
Okay.
and without looking at the calendar, I'm not sure.
Sure, sure. No, absolutely. And then how do people find out more about your festival?
We actually have a Facebook page, so
Okay.
you just go on Farmington Country Days on Facebook, and you can find us there, or you can go to farmingtonregionalchamber.com, and we have a tab for Country Days there as well.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, just because I'm a fan, as we go through there, can you give everybody just a little better view of that tattoo as we go through there? Can we see that ink just a little bit? That's fantastic. Is there a story behind that?
Actually, there is. My grandmother passed away recently, and as I was walking through her yard, it was one of the last days I got to visit with her. She had this
Oh,
beautiful
wow.
rose bush, and this little bee just landed right perfectly on that flower. And I thought that would be a perfect way to always remember her.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. That's great. I love that story. That's for me. That's really the whole reason that I think tattoos. I think 99% of tattoos always have a story behind them, and I love the memory and the tribute to your grandma. That's fantastic. Very cool. Deena, thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to learning more about Country Days there in Farmington, and thank you for what you do for your community.
Well, thank you. We love it and we enjoy it, and we'd love to have y'all come out and join us for Country Days 2023.
That's awesome.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine.